Jubilee. We got an episode of ranking. Some ex-cons. Who has served the most time? I feel like I'm not gonna get this one, bro. Someone's gonna throw me off. They're not gonna say what they did, and then it's gonna be like, boom, they did like 30 years for like money laundering and other white collar crimes. And it's gonna be like a 4'11" woman from, I don't know, bro. Name a Nord, like Switzerland or something. I don't know, bro. Do people from Switzerland even commit crimes for real? I feel like I never hear anything crazy coming out of Switzerland, bro. Like, I feel like they just be chilling over there, bro. I like it. That's nice. I feel like any country you don't really hear anything from, it's a good country, man. And then we're taking the love print, chat. Milky!
I would normally say...
She wasn't really in the intro, but that was Milky.
American Greed guy should be like over here, you know, Ponzi scheme. I don't know.
Who said Ponzi scheme?
You look like a Ponzi scheme.
That's awful.
Yo. Okay. Wait. They're not allowed to mention. Wait. They said their convictions?
You look like a Ponzi scheme.
That's awful.
Okay, hold on. The group will start off by assessing appearances. They aren't allowed to mention their convictions until the final reveal. Okay, so we don't get to know what they did. So we just gotta generalize them. Dang, I'm gonna give the guy with the face tats the most time, bro. I feel bad now, man. That's whack.
She look like a baby. So
Nah.
I think she probably did the least time.
Nah, I'm gonna give her the middle. I feel like she beat people. Domestic violence or something. You know what I'm saying?
So I think you should.
I don't know,
I
bro.
would think her too.
I'm gonna give her a battery
like you
charge.
just took your
I'm gonna give her a battery. I feel like one time she might have, you know, went a little bit too unhinged. Did someone in real quick. Probably did like 5 to 7.
This is off last week.
And then I
Something
think
like
he
that.
did the most time, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I think so too.
my boss vibes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And then I would put you in
Who's the
middle
oldest
somewhere.
though?
Like you was
Because I
a
feel like the oldest would be doing the most time, right? Since they the oldest. Put the girl at 3. I put her right wherever the middle is.
second. You've been locked
Yeah.
up since you was 12. I don't mean to judge you, but I think you over there, bro.
Yeah.
Man,
I feel like I should at least switch with you.
I think she should be at the end. I think she's just trying to trick her
let's vote.
spot.
I kind of think you should be at the end. I have a feeling. I'm not sure why. I would
Right?
switch you two.
I don't know. I don't know.
You're projecting.
Projected? No, I feel like you just
Certainly
trying to
projected.
switch her spot.
Maybe.
Yeah, yes,
Yes, me
definitely.
and
I would
him.
switch you guys.
I
Yes,
don't know.
I think
know.
me and him should switch.
I'll go back over here then. I'll go back over here.
I think we're off by a lot. I mean,
Okay.
We can't really tell.
Okay.
No, this
let's-
dude might have done a stretch the way he talking.
This one?
Yeah,
He
on
doesn't give me criminal vibes,
Man,
you know?
like,
Come on,
some,
Dad.
some other
Like
mafia
since
type.
12.
He
Yeah.
ain't got enough tech.
But I mean, come on. He has a bunch of face tats. All right. I'm pretty sure he's Hispanic. Let's be real. All right. If you know anything about gang culture and things that go on, bro probably has been in and out of jail since he was 12. Like, let's be real. It's real chat. This is literally about generalizing. Okay. So look, I'm gonna try and guess what they've done. Right. Watch me be right too. Okay. So him, I'm gonna say money laundering, embezzlement, like white collar crimes, but crazy stuff though. Maybe even like on some Wolf of Wall Street, like what's it called, bro? Not identity theft, but just like, you know, like that type of scamming. You know, like not regular like TJX6 scamming, like literally like Wolf of Wall Street scamming. Like I feel like he was one of those dudes that just somehow got caught. Head tats are a red flag. It could be if they're not good. Him, I hate to be that guy, bro. Look at the tats. I'm gonna say gang affiliation at one point or another. So maybe like drug trafficking, but you know, they be slapping on crazy years for drug trafficking or possession or something like that. Possession with intent, maybe. So that could be up there. I'm gonna give him around the same thing, mostly just because he has an LA hat on with his name on it. I'm guessing that's his name, T-Mac. So it's giving he killed someone. I'm not giving what they might have done. I'm just giving what they might have been convicted for. So I don't want to, you know, who knows, bro.
Underneath that long sleeve.
Exactly.
Right, 'cause they be on their back.
Okay, him, I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give him like regular fraud. Maybe theft. I feel like he might have hit some licks. Maybe. I'm gonna give her battery. I'm gonna give her a battery charge because she looked like she wouldn't be on that. But I feel like, you know, if everything falls into place perfectly, it's raps for you. It's GG's, you know. And then him, I'm gonna just give him possession. I feel like he might have done like a year or two, maybe 3. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. But I feel like the first dude might have did like 25. Like, he probably got caught early, like around the same time as Jordan Belfort. And he just did a long amount of time and just got out a couple years ago.
Leaves it.
Most of the tattoos on their back. No stereotype, but most of the, Asian culture tattoos be on their back.
I feel like maybe me and her need to switch. Because she's talking like she's been around.
Probably so.
Yeah, I need to put her in the middle, bro. I'm gonna put her right there. I feel like they can switch. That's good.
Tattoo.
First of all,
That's as high as I put her. That's as high as I put her, I think. Experiences in prison, okay.
What do you want to do? Was it federal or state time?
State.
State.
What about you?
Federal time.
Oh yeah, he did crazy white Fed. He did Fed time, bro. He's probably a kingpin. I ain't gonna lie. Fed time is crazy, but state time makes sense with what I said too, though. Like I feel like you wouldn't get a Fed charge for most of the stuff I said.
Oh yeah, I know you got to.
White collar crime.
I know you did some time.
American Greed.
How long we been out?
Right. Oh, that's a good question.
14 years.
Oh wow, you've been out 14. Okay, so you've been out for a minute.
My daughter's 13. I'm 12, so 12 years.
10 years.
I've been out 2 years.
7.
6,
All right, I want to know what time you guys wake up every morning.
7.
5:30.
6 o'clock.
Between 4:30, 5 o'clock.
You guys are early.
How about you?
At 10 every day.
10 o'clock.
10.
There's no time to wake us up doing there though.
I want to move you down here though.
I'm cool with that.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, put you right
Wake up at
here.
7.
I wake up at 6.
Didn't he say 7?
Not 6.
I'm not alone.
Yeah.
you say you just got out 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
How old are you?
32.
32.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably should be right here.
He really wants to get out of that spot.
What was your biggest pet peeve inside?
Snitches.
And new prisoners running to staff and not understanding that maybe out here you go to law enforcement, but it's not the best move while in custody. And
Exactly.
Since I'm the only girlfriend drama, it was crazy.
see that.
I've seen some
I can
stuff.
see that.
Well,
I mean, we got to work.
why she look familiar? I feel like I've seen her somewhere, bro. Like in another video, but not enough to know that she was a convict. Like I don't think it was that type. Like I don't know. Maybe she was in a different Jubilee video, bro.
out every day. It's mandatory, So
Yeah,
some people like to slack off, and I didn't like that. You need everybody to be on top shape. You know what I mean? Because at any second, anything could go down.
for me, I didn't do any drugs or anything like that, but being able to go to exercise and run, that was that was better than any drug that I could take. That was
We know you didn't do drugs.
Release.
Yeah.
Release. You know what the CRT is, right?
The technical team?
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, if I can get that.
Yeah, so like what was that for you guys is like especially your first time experiencing that and when you know they're coming for your cell or your dorm particularly.
For me, it's like, man, I just don't want to go through just cleaning up everything again. You have food still everywhere, like
That's
the
the
waters,
worst.
the juices, whatever, and you just gotta clean up. So I was
So
like,
if
man.
cleanup was your biggest concern,
Yeah.
I feel like you're in the right spot. I was contraband queen, so I'm gonna go to solitary for sure.
Yeah.
So you should move. I don't
I just didn't think
know.
I should still.
Yeah.
You here, scooch down.
Yeah.
Yo, she leaded the group too. Maybe she wasn't doing no battery. I feel like she might have been trapping for real. I don't know, bruh. I don't know.
The guards are probably the biggest assholes, bigger than they are on the streets.
Sheriffs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Most definitely.
I remember one time I was on lockdown. I was in what they call the hole. So we were supposed to get a shower at least once a day. I remember they came and we hadn't had showers for like 3-4 days. My cellie next door, they took him first. He was gone for about 3 hours. It don't take that long to take a shower. So when he finally came back, we asked him, man, why you was gone so long? He said, man, do not go take a shower. They left me in there for 3 hours sitting on that cold ass bench, naked, and he's bamming on the door like, let me out. And they open the door, they say, if you knock on this door one more time, we're gonna come in there and fuck you up.
Yeah, man, they're on the
They did
power
that to me
trip.
too.
Yeah,
I was standing in the shower
and
for
they
hours.
meant it, and he knew they meant it. You know, and that the prison guards really mistreat you.
Terrible,
they
bro.
want to make sure to tear you down.
That's one thing, especially state, bro. I feel like that's one thing too, though. From what I've heard, from what I've noticed with a lot of people's stories and stuff, state prisons are the worst, but that's because of the CCA. They don't have the same regulations that federal prisons do. So anybody can get hired for the most part. Anybody can treat anybody any kind of way, and nobody's gonna say anything because it's literally privately owned. Private owned prisons. Listen to Jesus, all right? Listen to Jesus, and you'll understand what I'm talking about, right? And I feel like because of that, there's a lot of things that go crazy and a lot of things that happen in state prison that's just like normalized. That's so like terrible. You know, it's really whack. Which like bad things happen in Fed too. That's where the crazy people are at for real. Like I feel like most people in state, they didn't really do anything wild, right? Just a little, you know, minor stuff that's kind of messed up, but and obviously against the law. But like Fed, that's when it's like, okay, excuse me, you're like a national risk. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel like it's messed up on that part too, because it's like so many people be doing like the most minimal stuff, bro. Like I said, possession with intent, maybe of like weed, not even like fentanyl or something crazy, like just weed, and be getting treated like so bad in prison. Like it's terrible, bro. And it's almost always state prison, bro.
in front of the others.
How much solitary time has everyone served?
I went in the hole for 60 days.
Yo,
Straight.
The most
Straight?
at one time for me is 90.
I never went to the hole.
Yo.
Unfortunately.
No, I was on my best behavior. I was trying to get out.
We
Her should be
move.
in the middle.
I
I
should
think she
move.
definitely should be at least here.
I think you should be next to me.
I feel like you should.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, you
I
seem
feel
like
like
you
y'all
just
two need
been
to switch.
thugging since been thugging.
The system has been good to me, you know?
The system has been good to me. Red flag.
Yeah, speaking of, does everyone feel like the prison system is adequate in reforming?
No.
Is prison working? The statistics are so clear about how many people go in, go out, and then go right back in. So recidivism rates in this country are atrocious. You hit the other side and you're not ready.
See, he knows about math like that. This dude definitely, come on, bro. Jordan Belfort and them. He's up there with them, bro. That's what he was
You
doing.
have this whole problems of banking
Let's talk
and,
about
and
stats.
housing and employment. It's easier in some cases to just go back. The reentry, the training must begin in prison to help people in
That's the
custody.
thing, bro. I always hate seeing this because, like, bro's such a smart dude. Why was you probably scamming people? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You know how to make money the right way, bro. Why do it the wrong way? And he seems like a good, like, he cares about this stuff probably. It's sad to see, man. I ain't gonna lie. But he did his time, and he been out for a while, so whatever.
We prepare for the hardest part,
Whatever,
which is
bro.
coming home with a sullied reputation
A nice
and
watch.
a felony record.
I think the programs that they offer helps a lot, but like I think we can all agree on this, that it's on the person, on the individual, if they want to get something from that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go in there and they just go through the motions and they'll complete the program, but as soon as they get out, it's right back to the whatever put them
And the
in.
thing is, though, and this is the problem with the prison system, it's too much, and it's so funny. Like, this is crazy. The same mentality goes for school, bro. Literally. You can go through school, pass every class, pass every standardized test, and still be one of the dumbest people on earth and not know anything and whatever, just because you went through, you didn't really try to take anything from it. That's the same thing. But then again, though, it makes perfect sense because the setup is exactly the same in a way. When you're in prison, when you're in school, you can't go to the bathroom whenever you want for the most part. You know, you can't leave whenever you want to. You eat when they tell you to. You know what I mean? Like, there's literally people controlling your every move, knowing where you are at all times. You know what I mean? People watching you to make sure you're not doing anything crazy, which like in some ways makes sense. You know what I mean? You're forced to do certain things for certain amounts of time. And then, you know what I mean? Have something to show for it. Like, it's eerily identical, which is why it doesn't work, you know? Which you would think with the amount of stupid people that are walking around this earth that they would change the school system at the very least, because then maybe that would help prevent people from ending up in the prison system. But it's capitalism, you know? That's what they want. They want people to, but whatever, man.
In there the first time, being an African-American male
bro.
and being raised in what they call the hood, South Central LA, you're bound to go down that bad road.
Yeah.
Anger helped me break the cycle of
Is
going.
she a streamer? I swear I know her from somewhere, bro. Like, where do I know her from, bro? She got a YouTube channel. She got almost 1 mil. And she do prison videos. It looked like I never seen her before. These seem valid though. I feel like I watched this. I feel like I'd watch this, bro. I'm a sub. I'm a sub, bro. I'm gonna see what everybody else I'm about to. But I feel like I seen her from somewhere, bro, and I don't know where. This is why they have the Beyond Scared Straight program. Beyond Scared Straight did absolutely nothing for anybody. Are we still on tree? Where were we at?
You're bound.
Yo, I'm so good at this. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, Beyond Scared Straight really did nothing. That was like entertainment. That really did nothing, bro. Beyond Scared, like honestly though, because if you think about it this way, right? The same thing goes for school. If you're not doing well in school, guess what? Your teachers and your parents are gonna say, if you don't do well here, you're gonna end up here. It's the same thing. And guess what? It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. That's not how that works for certain people, right? Certain people need to learn different. Certain people aren't interested in what's going on. Certain people, you know what I mean? Because of the way it's set up. It's not set up for it to be interesting. It's set up for you to just pump information into you and then you pump it back out and then that's it. You know what I mean? It only helps some people that were emotional. Exactly, because they were literally people that they just threw in, probably actors for the entertainment factor. Like actual people that are actually like, you know, young menace to society or whatever. Like that's not gonna do nothing. Literally watch any episode with somebody that's like actually about it. They didn't care. They felt at home. Because it like that doesn't work. You know what I mean? It's tough. So
to go down that.
That's real. That's a show. If you want to see people really get shaken up, watch 60 Days In. That's different. That's very different. That would definitely prevent a lot of people from going to jail because they're actually in jail. You know what I mean? And they're informants, so it's even worse. They have to like lay low. You know what I mean?
Anger helps me break the cycle of going back and using drugs and all the stuff that I did. I was mad. I was really pissed off that I was treated horribly and chained to a bed for 2 days after I gave birth to my first daughter. I used that as motivation to never go back and completely retire and be a mom. I was going to talk about it and share my story and let people know.
I don't be on TikTok, so I know I haven't seen her on there, bro.
How bad it is. I was in facilities that didn't want to give women tampons, and
Yikes.
I was not believed about pain. It is a very dehumanizing thing, and some of it is very petty. They do it because they can.
Let me actually ask this. This is a good question.
I feel like prison guards are a textbook example of abuse of power, bro. That's literally it. That's what happens when you give humans power over other humans. It's kind of a social experiment that they're still like keeping going. It's so sad to see, bro.
Like sometimes you can get just the little things in prison made you have some sense of humanity. Just like being able to wear your own shoes. To me, that was a big plus from being in the county. Where you were so restricted to not really being able to do none of that.
Yeah, I mean, one thing for me, like the visits, I really enjoy seeing my family. So in prison, you could hug them, you could see them, eat with them, whereas in county, it's like through the glass, and you're like, man, only 20 minutes or even 15 for some places.
I think you should come back over here.
You should
back over here. I feel like you guys are worse than me. You know, the good thing about doing time is that your traffic tickets go away. You sign a form.
I think you need to come over here. I think
that must be some LA stuff. You still got your same problem.
I think you should come down.
Maybe I straight up.
And scooch down.
We're gonna switch. Are you okay with that? All right.
And I think for me,
I don't know. I feel like he still did the most, bro.
You're there to take the classes to better yourself. But as far as like the treatment goes, no, because like the officers are very indifferent. So they don't treat you like a human being. You can't really have a conversation with them or any staff. They look at you as less than. So I felt very dehumanized.
That's the whole point. The whole point of it.
Okay, y'all should switch. You too.
I feel like you should be.
I feel like one thing too, though, especially in America, which is bad in a lot of other countries, but especially here, is like they don't even attempt to really rehabilitate. You know, it's kind of like it's unfortunately kind of built just like the rehab system, which is kind of worse in a way because that's literally actually trying to help people. But literally, they only profit off of returning customers. You know, which in some cases goes hand in hand. People get arrested for using drugs. They'll get out, go to rehab, relapse, maybe go to rehab, maybe go back to jail, get out, do the same thing. And guess what that's doing, bro? That's just going straight to people that are higher up. You know, people be complaining about Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and stuff because they make people work crazy long hours and stuff like that. But, you know, at least they're like still getting treated like humans in a way. Like, I'm not defending that. You know, I'm not like an Elon stan, but at the same time, it's like there are other people that are doing way worse things and are behind way worse things than just people working crazy long hours and sleeping on the floor at Twitter HQ. You know, like there's worse things going on, bro, to be honest. But it's also crazy to see some of the other ways, you know, other countries handle prison, like especially in a lot of Nordic countries. It's like actually rehabilitating, bro. They actually treat you like a human. They actually care about your well-being, and that's why you don't hear anything crazy happening in Sweden, bro. You don't. People go to jail for whatever they do. They actually get treated for whatever's going on. They get out and they integrate back into society as they should. And, you know, it's all fine and dandy, unless people are like actually like wild and have other deeper mental illness issues. But, you know, for the most part, because it's actually rehabilitating, bro. The U.S. really needs to take notes from that. But again, capitalism, bro.
You know,
Private prisons make a lot of money every year. It's insane.
Really finessed the situation when I was in there. I know how to work a person, you know what I'm saying? My favorite subject is psychology.
You see, everyone serves time differently. I didn't do any finessing. I was stunned at how many people didn't do their job.
It seemed like you shouldn't even been in prison.
Thank you.
It seemed like you were caught in a family scheme, and then they threw you under the
little
bus.
pyramid.
Thank you.
That's what it was. Your family caught you up because you just too polished. I can tell.
Nah, bro, he did something wild. Okay, they're gonna rank now. I'm gonna let them rank. Okay, this is my final ranking based on everything they said. I'm gonna go him first, her second, him third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Something's telling me he did the least amount of time. I don't know.
Should be right here. Cause he been talking about some in and out.
I know he did more time.
And he don't work at he don't work
In and out in the prison?
You hear me? He wasn't talking about the burger place when he said in and out.
I would normally say American Greed guy should be like over here, like, you know, Ponzi scheme. I don't know.
Yeah, 85%.
Feds, you gonna do most
So
of
you
the
want him
time.
to switch?
Yeah, because I mean, the Ponzi schemes, they
The
do
minimum
a lot of time.
85%.
scheme.
I
You
mean,
look like a Ponzi
That's
scheme.
awful.
Judging you
We were doing so well. Everyone is
I
just
feel like you did it now.
Everybody's just, but it never
Everyone is
fails.
just presumed. You did that. I don't know why.
It never fails. Like it never fails. I'm always
Yeah.
nothing else. Just like he said, think about it.
Is this the final verdict, right?
Fed time.
85%.
Fed time.
Yeah,
You're gonna do 80% or more.
I don't think you're number one.
That is true. He did do Fed time. So yeah, he's got to be number one. I put him number one.
Yeah, I mean,
Gotta be.
I would actually maybe switch you two.
I would too. Yeah. I think,
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like she did some crazy numbers, bro.
I agree with
I ain't
that.
gonna lie. I feel like she did crazy numbers. Okay, here we go.
6th spot, we have Mario.
Knew it.
I knew it.
Wow.
Knew it, bro. I knew it. I literally knew it.
In the 5th spot, we have Nick at 1 year. In the
I said a
4th
year or
spot,
two.
We have Justin T at 1 year and 23 days.
Wow. Wow. He did a year and 22 days in Fed? That's crazy.
Oh, they gave
You should be happy for him. Could have been worse.
Yeah, I am happy for you. For real. Congratulations.
That's crazy.
In the 3rd spot, we have Tyrone at 3 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
Don't tell me she number one. What did she do?
Tell me you the badass.
I'm terrified now.
I'm not, though.
In the 2nd spot, we have Jessica
Okay,
at 5
okay.
years.
Okay. Didn't I say 5 to 7? Oh my God, I'm so good at this, Chad.
Let me find out it was a nail salon.
Nah, hold on.
Nail?
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Nail salon is crazy. Nail salon is crazy.
In the
Nail salon
1st
is crazy.
spot, Justin C at 14 years.
Damn, my boy. 14? No, I ain't see that coming at all.
I just didn't get that vibe.
I ain't see that
I
coming
feel
at
like
all.
I don't carry myself in a way where I'm like tough guy.
I was a little bit off. I would not have put him number one at all. But like he's saying right now though, he doesn't seem like somebody that would have done 14 years. I feel like most people that do 10 plus move different. Most people that do 10 plus years in prison move very different, bro. Because that's like a real like shift in society by the time you get home. You know what I mean? So I feel like he would just move different. He don't move like he did. You know what I mean? He just got out 2 years ago. Come on, bro. It was a different time 16 years ago, bro. 16 years ago, that was what? 2006? That was a different time, bro.
You didn't even look that old.
Thank you.
What I'm saying, bro. 32. She was in jail when he was a jit. No, that's crazy.
All right, so I was on probation for sales.
Possession?
And then I got caught
Come on,
with
bro.
weed again. You see, back in the days, weed was, you'll get it from somebody's house. you know, or a corner. But now you got shops everywhere. So I got locked up for marijuana, like plain and simple.
I was a drug dealer. I was transporting narcotics across state lines.
I didn't think about transporting, but that makes sense.
Luck and behold, I was part of a sting operation. Didn't know it. They were surveilling me for like 3 days. I pled guilty to 18 months because it was my first charge. I was in a racist state.
Yikes.
And my judge clearly looked at me and told me, I'm going to make an example out of you, so I'm going to send you to prison.
So I pled guilty to a white-collar crime, 1 count of conspiracy to commit fraud.
Fraud! What did I tell you, chat? Bro, I'm him.
I was a money manager in Century City at Bear Stearns and then UBS. And many years into my career, our team learned that a client of ours who managed a hedge fund was lying to his investors. Once we learned that he was lying, rather than stop the fraud, we turned the other way, in part because he was paying our company $100,000 a month, every single month, and all of us had grown somewhat addicted to the commissions. Of course, I always knew that it was wrong, and I was certainly deserved to be held accountable.
My conviction was robbery and possession of stolen property, because I was in gangs. I was a Crip, originally sentenced
like I said, chat, gang, I could tell, bro.
to 7. I had a good PD, public defender, that was like, you would think that she was a paid attorney, the way she fought for me, and ended up doing 3.5.
WPD, bro.
My convictions are possession with intent, delivery of meth, and simultaneous possession of drugs and a firearm. And I was sentenced to 5 years in Arkansas, but I also served some other time because I was a drug addict, so I have criminal sales of a controlled substance and assault as well.
So I went
Assault charge! Assault charge! Oh my god! Bro, I'm him! When it comes to profiling, like low-key, if the police system wasn't so bad, I would be a great cop, because I'm really good at profiling people. I'm really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really good at it. But like, I couldn't do that, bro. But I could tell though. I could tell. And I did say trapping, but she wasn't really trapping. But, you know, she's probably selling a little bit. Because like you said, she was an addict. And what do addicts do, bro? A lot of addicts sell to, you know what I'm saying, make some money so that they could use. That's how it be. Finna leave. Don't think you'll be back before stream ends. All right, appreciate you, gang. You have said that. I'm really good at it. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Enjoy the movie. Let me know how it is. Lemmy said he gonna rate it for me, so you better rate it too. This way I can compare your ratings and then see if I wanna, you know what I'm saying? Come on, FBI, because if I go on the FBI, that means I can't stream no more, bro. I can't have no life. I love the internet too much to do that, to be honest. I can't not share every single moment of everything I do. But that'll be hard though.
First degree murder, attempted murder, gang-related drive-by shooting.
Gang-related. See, and then this is why I can't. I feel like bro, what?
Something that I'm very remorseful for. Because I was born in Korea, I'm still dealing with the collateral consequences of it, that I am facing deportation, that I can literally be deported any day. So right now, I am pardoning or campaigning.
Yo, Jubilee, y'all better protect him, bro. I swear, if he gets deported because of this video, I'm finna unsub. Like, y'all wildin', bro. Y'all
my
wildin'.
pardon with the governor of California. I do believe that I was rightly sentenced to 82 years to life. My sentence was commuted by Governor Brown to 15 years to life based on my good behavior. I went in young. I turned away from the gangs, got my GED, my college degrees. So I'm just trying to create a different narrative, and that's the reason why I came on here, because people do change. People are not the horrible choice they made as a teenager.
I'm so.
I have a lot of respect for bro.
16.
Good story.
83 years to life at 16, bro. That's crazy, bro. And the thing is, this really goes to show though that like, and this is one thing I can't stand, especially in 2020, bro, like how much hate Asian people get. Like, bro, they are literally minorities too. That seems like something that you would hear happening with a black teenager, maybe, rarely ever with a white teenager, you know what I mean? Maybe Hispanic, but like for an Asian, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it is, bro.
Like if I see any one of you guys on the street, maybe I'll think I'm the bad one. But
I would think it was you.
You know,
Then maybe
But I say, you got your
I would think he's
a lot of times I do sense the fear in people when I'm next to them, but a lot of people that have done like some of the worst crimes don't look like me.
And the thing is, I feel like one thing a lot of people don't understand, which is partly because of, American propaganda, the Ronald Reagan era, things like that, and then other things that have happened, is the look of gang culture and, really like emphasis on culture, because gang culture is a culture. There are so many, like, thousands of active gang members in the US currently, like right now. Thousands in one state, in Cali. A lot. You know what I mean? It's literally a culture. So part of that culture may be being covered in tattoos and, you know what I mean, repping where you're from, where you were born, things like that. But that doesn't mean that you're a crazy criminal that like murders people and, you know what I'm saying, does all kinds of stuff. It's just part of the culture, which in some ways is messed up, but in other ways it's just, it is what it is. That's how it is. You know what I mean? So I feel like stuff like this is really good because it can help push different narratives. You know what I mean? Not everybody with, you know, face tats and all that stuff is like, you know, a whole like, bro had weed before it was like super illegal. Because now it's super legal. You know what I mean? But it's tough, man.
For real.
I think anyone that's been to prison has to work to try to change that narrative, or else everyone in this room is going to set the narrative of how you perceive people who went to prison.
That's what we are here for, just to learn from our mistakes and become better than what we were yesterday.
Real. Yo, let me clap it up, bro. Let me clap it up, man. This is a great group. I'm not gonna lie. I wonder if any of the other people do YouTube. Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Instagram. Okay. So far, it's not looking like it, but I'm gonna peep though. Because they actually seem really cool, man. W group. Love to see it, man.